At last we are alone. I have sought you night and day for 3 weeks in the belief that your guardian was beheaded, and I find you about to be married to him this afternoon.
Oh, alas, yes.
But you do not love him?
Alas, no.
Modified rapture. Why do you not refuse him?
What good would that do? He's my guardian, and he wouldn't let me marry you.
But I would wait until you are of age.
You forget that in Japan, girls do not reach the age of discretion until they are 50.
True. From 17 to 49 are considered years of indiscretion.
Besides, a wandering minstrel who plays wind instruments outside tea houses is hardly a fitting husband for the ward of the Lord High Executioner.
But, shall I tell her? Yes, she will not betray me. But what if, after all, it should prove that I am no musician?
There! I was certain of it! Directly I heard you play!
What if it should prove that I am none other than the son of His Majesty the Mikado?
The son of the Mikado! Oh! But why is your Highness disguised? And what has your Highness done? And will your Highness promise never to do it again?
Some years ago, I had the misfortune to captivate Katusha, an elderly lady at my father's court. She misconstrued my customary affability into expressions of affection and claimed me in marriage under my father's law. My father, the Lucius Junius Brutus of his race, ordered me to marry her within a week or die ignominiously upon the scaffold. That night, I fled his court and, assuming the disguise of a second trombone, I joined the band in which you found me, but I had the happiness of seeing
you. If you please, your Highness had better not come too near. The laws against flirting are excessively severe.
But we are quite alone and nobody can see us.
Still, that don't make it right. To flirt is capital.
It is capital.
And we must obey the law.
Oh, deuce take the law.
I wish it would, but it won't.
If it weren't for that, how happy we might be.
Happy indeed.
If it weren't for the law, we should now be sitting side by side, like that.
Yes, instead of being obliged to sit a half mile off. Like that.
We should be gazing into each other's eyes, like that.
Yes, and breathing unutterable sighs of love. Like that.
With our arms around each other's waists, like that.
If it wasn't for the law.
It wasn't for the law.
As it is, of course, we couldn't do anything of the sort.
Not for worlds.
Being engaged to Coco, you know.
Being engaged to Coco. Were you not to Coco plighted, I would say in tender tone, loved one, let us be united, let us be each other's own. I would merge all rank and station, worldly sneers are not to us, and to mark my admiration, I would kiss you fondly thus. I would kiss you fondly thus.
But if I begin to come to embrace you, must I go with this like my pain of Toko, and for that I should get Toko.
Toko, 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 Toko. So in spite of all temptation, such a theme I'll not discuss, and on no consideration will never do. This or this, or this, or this. This is what I'll never, never do. This or this, or this, or this. This is what I'll never do.
You'll never do.
I'll never do.
You'll never do.
Or this, this. Is what I'll never, never future happiness is wrapped up in that little parcel. Really, it hardly seems worthwhile. Oh, matrimony! Now then, sir, what is it? Can't you see I'm soliloquizing? You have interrupted my inner monologue.
I am a bearer of a letter from His Majesty, the Mikado.
Letter from the Mikado? What in the world can he have to say to me? Oh, here it is at last. Oh, I knew it would come sooner or later. His Majesty the Mikado is struck by the fact that no executions have taken place in Titipu for a year, and decrees that unless somebody is beheaded within 1 month, the post of Lord High Executioner is abolished, and the city reduced to the rank of a village.
But that would involve all of us in irretrievable ruin.
Oh, yes, well, there's no help for it. I shall have to execute somebody at once. The only question is, who shall it be?
Well, it seems unkind to say so, but as you're already under sentence of death for flirting, everything seems to point to you.
To me? What are you talking about? A man can't execute himself.
Why not?
Why not? But in the first place, self-decapitation is an extremely difficult, not to mention dangerous thing to attempt. And in the second, it's suicide. Suicide is capital offense.
That it is, no doubt.
We might reserve that point.
We might argue it 6 months hence before the full court.
Besides, I don't see how a man can cut off his own head.
Or a man might try.
Even if the man only succeeded in cutting it half off, that would be something.
It would be taken as an earnest of your desire to comply with the imperial will.
No. Pardon me, but there I am adamant. As official headsman, my reputation is at stake. Why, I can't consent to embark on a professional operation unless I see my way clear to a successful result.
This professional conscientiousness is highly creditable to you, but it places us in a very awkward position.
My good sir, the awkwardness of your position is grace itself when compared with that of a man engaged in the act of cutting off his own head.
Well, I am afraid that unless you can find a substitute, we
Substitute? Oh, substitute. Certainly. Nothing easier. Puma, I appoint you Lord High Substitute.